All right, now that we're back again, I don't know what the heck just happened there. Uh, yeah, welcome to Around the Block. It's me and Maddie. We're here. We had a stream going. Don't know what happened. We got disconnected for one reason or another. But coming back to what we were talking about. Uh, so yeah, there's that. I forgot where I was going with this, but yeah. Doop doo doo. Let me do a thing. Anyways, how was your day, yo?
It was good, you know.
I love
Um,
that. I love that long pause, that
eh,
long dramatic pause. I was just like, "Yo, are you about to say you have like cancer or some shit?" Oh my god, I was.
no,
You
I just
had
have
you had me
pregnant.
genuinely worried. That was a long ass pause.
I just have pregnant. That's all.
You just have pregnant.
I just have pregnant. I'm tired.
All right, so look, I was looking up like relationship memes and shit because I feel like we should do something a little wholesome. Talk about relationships and what one thinks is a good relationship or some shit. I don't know. Just try to do something wholesome. I feel like, we always talking about some cringe or crazy ass shit. Mostly me, okay? But I feel like,
Thank you for clarifying.
whatever. Okay, don't come for me.
I
But all I'm trying to say is hold up, what's this? What is this now? Oh no, I just realized something.
What did you just realize?
I'm awesome. Anyways, moving on. Uh, so yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put this on the screen for him. Da 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 da. Boop. There it is. Hold on. I'm gonna center it. Bam. Shopping at IKEA as a couple. The expectation. Oh my god, look at this furniture. You know, this is wonderful. I feel like we can go ahead and put this in the living room. And the reality is, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not. I'm not feeling any of it. Who's gonna put this together? Is the question. And I was like, you know what? That's a valid question. I've never met anyone that was like super excited to go get IKEA furniture because they have to build that crap. I want it
Yeah, fuck
pre-built.
IKEA. I like okay, I like some of the stuff there is good, but like and I don't mind building furniture because it like I like doing handy shit because I just grew up that way. Like I grew up on a construction site with my dad, so I enjoy doing stuff like that, but also at the same time, like if I have to read directions if I have to use my Google to take a picture of the directions and then have it translated into another language, it's just too much.
You
It's
know,
just too much. Like I'm fucking
I
good.
I so I had a chick that I was dating that had like this table, bruh, and it was only 6 pieces, okay, but it was missing the screws, all of them. It
I
was
would
just
kill
it
somebody.
was just bricks. It was just pretty much bricks and blocks. It had no
I would just kill
screws,
somebody.
and I'm like, it's 5 pieces. This should be easy. Nah, bro, they couldn't even do that right. I was
I
mad as
think
hell. I
I'd
was
kill
like, bro,
somebody.
who buys a table that they have to put together? Part of the whole furniture buying process, you're paying crackhead prices, is because it's already built. Oh, here's another one. I thought was kind of it tickled my fancy. Okay, it made me smile. When his point is valid, you just kind of sit there, you know, and I genuinely do have a question. Okay, and I guess you're a girl. I feel like you can answer this. Okay,
I guess.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
whatever, define woman or whatever, right? So you have you're female and shit. Explain this. Why don't like a lot of women like to say sorry? Like admitting when they're wrong. Like, have you ever heard like happy wife, happy life? Why does
Yeah.
like what is up with that? Like, from
So
your
I
perspective, like why do you feel like a lot of people don't like to say sorry?
sometimes okay, so for me, like there are certain people that I will say sorry to admit that I'm wrong. like there's a few people in my life where like I would prefer not to admit that I am wrong while I'm speaking to them
Mm-hmm.
because I know that their egos like hitch a fucking ride off that shit.
Beach, no,
But
you ain't talking about me, okay? Being right is what I do.
not everything is about you,
The
DeAndre.
world is about me.
but
Here, better question, okay? I can't remember the world
anyway,
before I was born, so it didn't exist. So, you know, science.
anyway, anyways, before my mom brain makes me forget the question, I used to not like to say sorry because I had to be understood. Like I had to be right. I had to be right. Like it was a superiority thing. Like I felt like I had to be right in the conversation, or I just genuinely believed that I wasn't wrong. Even if I was proven wrong, like there was a part of me that was like, I just didn't want to admit the embarrassment of being wrong.
You see, but I feel like that's purely like a female thing, because like I've never met a dude that could not admit that he was wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Nowadays I'll admit that I'm wrong. Like I'll be like, shit. Well, like I have to process it for a second. I'd be like, and there's like this bone in my body that just wants to like curl up and just kind of like kick someone in the nuts. But like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I was wrong.
I just,
I
like
was
I said,
wrong.
I personally just, I don't, I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't like being wrong. I hate it. Can't stand it. There are a million other things I would rather be doing than admitting I was wrong.
Yeah.
But the question now becomes like, what's so hard about that? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes just admitting you're wrong, like, hey, you're in a relationship with someone you care about, and just being like, you know what? You right. My bad. Not even I'm sorry. I feel like any man in the world would be okay with the my bad. I might have overreacted. No? No? Just me? Crickets? I
I
was saying.
did. Yeah. Okay. So hmm,
Right? It's like
I
a
don't get
mystery.
into a lot of debates anymore because I would rather just walk away from a conversation if it seems difficult. And I know when to shut up. Like I know if I genuinely think I don't know enough about something, I will just not enter the conversation.
Well, see, and that's why people like, and in fairness, a lot of people think I know everything. It's because I only speak when I do know something. Does that make sense? You're never gonna see me in a conversation where I have zilch knowledge. And I feel like a lot
Yeah.
of people jump in conversations where they don't know anything, and when they're proven wrong, it's just, well, oh, I must have read something different. Like, don't get me wrong, you might have mixed information. Like, there was something I learned recently, where like my whole life I knew this was a fact. Oh, like I, for instance, in like third or second grade, I was taught that blood is blue inside the body. Okay,
Mhm.
and then it turns red when the oxygen hits the iron in your blood, when it touches the
Mhm.
air or whatever, and it turns red. Right? No, that's not factual. Like in reality, blood is red
Mhm.
regardless. Okay, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, well, shucks. I mean, I don't think that was exactly it, because I knew that for a while now. But I mean, along the same lines, like at one point, I know for a fact I was taught this, and I had no reason as a kid, when I'm getting knowledge from my teacher, to think this is false. And so, there's situations where, if I were to talk to a random nurse or a doctor, yeah, blood is blue. I know for a fact a lot of kids were taught that as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so me admitting that I was wrong, I'm not wrong. I was taught incorrectly. Because when I think
Yeah.
I'm wrong, it means I fucked up. You know what I mean? And I didn't fuck up. My teacher fucked up. The education system fucked up. But there are plenty of people across this country that were taught that. And so admitting I was wrong in that regard, I won't. But if I sat there and was like, I don't know, something that's not opinion based, like I'm colorblind, I'll sit there and say something is yellow when it turns out to be green, and green when it turns out to be yellow, blue, purple, whatever. And I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm not going to be like, oh, shit, my bad. Like, or see, it's even force of habit for me just to admit I was wrong. I can't sit there and imagine a situation where you're dead wrong, dead to rights, and you can't admit when you're wrong. Like, I don't know. Like, imagine you go your whole relationship thinking that, I don't know, your boyfriend, husband, whatever, has like a whole second family because he's always on some secret squirrel shit, right?
Hmm.
And even though one can understand where you're coming from, when you finally find out that he just has a privacy thing because he never had privacy as a kid or some shit, why can't people admit they were wrong? Well, you made me feel this way. Like, okay, but you were wrong. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
saying my bad when you're wrong, what's wrong with that? Like, there are plenty of people, and when you're in a relationship where the female just never apologizes, even when she is wrong. Like, dead to rights. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of guys out there that are just asshole dicks. We're not knocking that. We're talking about your normal relationship where, like, any of our viewers that are watching or listening or whatever, and how often has the man had to apologize or say, my bad, I was wrong, on pure principle? Not because he was genuinely wrong, but to make his girl feel better.
Well, a lot of women are very, not all women, but a lot of women are very much, honey, back me up on this. And if I don't, you're gonna hear about it for the next week and a half.
See, I'm not going to subscribe to be wrong with you because now we both looking stupid. All right? I'm very much,
Yeah. So,
I'm not going
and
to call
like,
you out right there, but I will find any and every excuse in the book to not answer that question. If you sat there and was like, all triangles are squares, and I'm going to look at you like, oh, really? That's crazy. I'm not going to agree with shit because then we both wrong. And let's be real, I can't do that. Okay? I'm all for supporting you, but I'm not, both of us being wrong don't make no sense.
yeah,
Now we looking stupid
I don't
together.
know.
But I'm not even
I
talking
don't know,
about
man.
in a
I just
public
try
setting.
not to.
I'm talking like, okay, because this is our conversation, I'm going to use you as an example, okay? You find out that, I don't know, I've been talking to this chick who, I used to work in recovery. And I have a lot of clients that like to hit me up and be like, hey, thanks, you changed my life, blah, 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 right? Um, you think
Right.
you think I'm, on some super squirrel shit, but when you find out that I'm just actually making a difference in people's life, you don't offer apology. You just be like, oh, and just move on, like as if it didn't happen. Like, if the roles were reversed, you know what I mean? The guy's expected to apologize. Why don't we normalize women apologizing when they are in the wrong?
I don't I really have no say in this conversation because I do everything the opposite of everything you just described.
I know
Like
you over apologize. You apologize for breathing, but
I do. And I also like I don't enter a conversation. I know I have no the only time I will fight to be correct in a conversation is like when this is one of my biggest pet peeves. So like I grew up in a town where and with a single dad. So I spent most of my childhood doing things that nobody out here has ever fucking experienced. Like I have literal survival training. Like not like military grade, but like if you dropped me off in the middle of fucking nowhere with
with your
nothing
pregnant ass,
but my pregnant ass, I would either A, be able to find civilization in 3 days, or B, live for 2 weeks at the very minimum. Like I've I've done things like I was a butcher. I worked in a mortuary. I have worked on a ranch before, multiple ranches. Like I've owned 7 horses in my lifetime. I've done all the things, like I literally used to cover myself in deer piss for fun and go hunting with my dad.
hold
So
on. We're not
like
about to. Hold
when
on. No,
I
no, no,
when
no,
I
no, no, no. I'm gonna stop you right there. Did you just say for fun? Like you just
for
woke
fun,
up and said,
yeah.
you know what sounds great? I'm gonna cover myself in deer piss.
So I'm a woman though, so my thing is though is like if I want to go hunting when I'm on my period, I have to douse myself in the scent of the animal. It's how it works. Like
Is it
that's how it works.
though,
Yes, because if I
bruh?
don't, I will literally smell like human blood. And if I am down like is it downwind or upwind, but like if the wind catches me a certain way and that's the smell that drifts off to the animal, I'll never catch anything.
Huh. So on a
Lots of hunters use it a lot because you know deodorant exists,
man, maybe
natural
I'm
human
just
musk
built
is
different because
there.
I ain't hunting shit. Don't get me wrong. If you drop me in the middle of the woods, I would survive.
Let me finish
for a
my
while.
thought. Let me finish my thought before I
Okay,
forget
go.
what
My
I'm
bad,
gonna
my bad,
say
my
though.
bad, my bad.
Sorry, but like something that pisses me off so much is when I try like when I hear. I've just stopped trying to enter conversations when it surrounds it. You know, like I'll hear somebody have a question about something that I have a lot of knowledge in, and I'll try to enter that conversation, and people will just look at me like I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Like
I can imagine
because
how that
they
would be
think
frustrating.
because because I'm a basic I'm an adult, but I'm a little girl. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
yeah, you
And
are little.
like yeah, and like so when I try to enter conversations about, you know, butchering or meat processing or hunting or, you know, construction, like anything like that, I am never taken seriously. Never. So I've just quit entering those conversations because I just want to save myself the headache of sitting there trying to argue with a full-grown man who's making stupid ass fucking comments because he had the question in the first place because he was unsure. But now that I've hopped into the conversation and put my 2 cents in, he automatically just knows what he's talking about. Like it drives me fucking crazy. Like I can't do it.
I mean, you
It's like trying to argue with
can,
a meth.
but do
It's
you
like
want
trying to
to?
argue with a meth head. It's like trying to argue with somebody who's on meth. Like it's impossible.
Like trying to argue with your wife. Just roll over, man. You're gonna lose. Just take
It's
the
like trying
L.
to argue with somebody who has an avoidant personality.
Like, but no. I get it. And hold on.
Yeah, like
So I am multitasking.
that's the only time I'll fight to be right. Occasionally, if I know that I'm dead to rights correct, I'll fight for it. But if it just becomes like a he said she said, I know I'm right, I'm big, you're little, I'm smart, you're dumb conversation, I just kind of have to sit there and be like, you know what? Yeah, you
I
go
am
try
smart.
that. See
I
how
am.
it works for you. I'm like, you know what? You go try that. See how it works for you. I ended
So
up this dude. I was in a meeting maybe a few months ago, and this dude was like talking to some other guys about hunting. He was going hunting, and I gave him some hunting advice. I forget what it was about. What it was about. It was about processing the animal, right?
hmm
Because he said he's like I haven't like I've never been hunting up in the mountains before. Like I've been like in my like but my on my buddy's land where it's like flat and stuff. And
yeah.
I can bring my truck back there, but I can't bring my truck back there this time. I was like, if I was you, I would take like 3 or 4 people with you and like take all the quarters and like the flank and the back strap and leave everything else because if you don't get it out of there in time, you're going to be swarmed by bees. There are 3 possibilities. You're going to be swarmed by bees, a bear is going to find you, or your meat's going to go bad, which will cost you hundreds of dollars. Um, and he did not want to listen to me. And he ended up getting stung 15 times by yellow jackets, and all his meat went bad because he went in by himself and tried to drag it out over the process of hours. Oh, and what he did get out gave him food poisoning. Yeah.
I
And I
mean,
heard him tell that story, and I was like, how did that work out for you? He was like, he just got real quiet. I just giggled and walked away. I felt so much satisfaction that day. It's like, oh, I love being me sometimes. That's the end of my thought, though. Sorry. I have to finish my thoughts, or like mom brain takes over,
now you're good. So
and I
look,
just can't remember anything.
because again, I listen and I also, I love my memes and shit. Uh, you see my screen still, right?
Yeah.
Just look forward to this, okay? I'm minding my business, taking a shower at 1 something in the morning. I sneeze and I hear a whisper, "Bless you," and one, and I damn near yeeted my own child into oblivion. What the fuck is he doing? Like, that's happened to me. Dion has done some crazy shit like that. When I'm minding my own business, I'm in the shower, and all of a sudden I hear some noise. I'm like, "The hell's that?" And I
What
look
the
out. He's
fuck
just
is
looking at me,
that?
just staring into my soul. I'm like, "The fuck you doing?" And I'm not gonna lie, it makes me genuinely upset because it's like, dude, you have the whole house. You can go wherever you want. You start at walk-in. You own the house just as much as we do. Go somewhere. Nah, I want to be right here watching you shower. God, Kids be crazy. Enjoy them.
Yeah.
Enjoy showering while you can. They,
Um, unless I have like unless Malcolm takes the baby while I shower, like I just plan on putting the baby in like what are those things called? They're not like the things they can not the things they can walk in, but the things you like the loungers that you put them in and it like bounces a little bit
a
when they move.
bouncer?
That one. Sorry. My version of a bouncer was like it was connected to the ceiling and my mom just put me in that and I would just slingshot myself in the doorway. That's what a bouncer is for me.
Yeah, my son, yeah,
But
Dion had one of those. But his was attached to the door frame.
yeah. And like I'm just gonna put my kid in that and shower basically, or my baby's just gonna be with me in the shower. Like I'll just shower with my kid.
See, I
Like
love.
they can get a bath. They can get a bath too.
We're not sponsored by Rage Shadow Legends. Welcome to Rage Shadow. Sorry, I was just scrolling through because I'm sharing my screen with you, and you probably saw Raid Shadow Legends, and it made me think, streaming, whatever. Look, just leave me alone, okay? Just leave me alone. Anyways,
I have literally said nothing. But okay.
yeah, but I felt like you were judging. Okay, you felt a little
There
judgy.
was no judgment. Again, not everything is about DeAndre.
Everything is about me. You see that big yellow? No. Oh my god.
Shut up.
I thought about doing it, and I decided not to. That's. I mean, look. If there was any chance of us getting monetized, that would not do it. You see that big yellow thing in the
Move.
sky? That's my. Yeah.
No. Just continue.
Bruh. What do you mean continue, man? There was a whole thought process there. Oh shucks.
Jesus Christ.
This is me as hell. Hold on, let me put it on the screen real quick. I gotta angle this motherfucker and shit. Think about like right here. No, why do you do that? Stop. Here it is. I love memes, bro. Cause they express what you can't.
Dude, I'm the exact opposite. Like
This is me right here.
I'll just be I'll be staring at Malcolm and he'll like look at me and then I just like mean mug him because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
He's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, and then I realize that he's catching a tone with me because I'm looking at him like I want to chop his dreads off. And then like I don't understand why he is catching a tone with me, and then I snap out like, what the fuck do you mean? What's wrong with me? I can't just look at you, and then like, yeah.
So me and Mariah do this stupid shit where like I'll be minding my own business and then I'll be playing my game for like 3-4 hours because I'm a nerd like that, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't interacted with my wife all day, and I'll just go to the living room and stare at her like this, and instead of doing this one, I flick her off and then just walk away. And that's my interaction, I'm staring at you with love and affection, and then go fuck yourself. And then I just walk away. And probably backwards into something. Because, that tracks,
Oh Lord.
Oh, man. Life be crazy like that. Hold on. Is that it? No, was that? Oh, yeah, I remember what happened there.
Dude, so Malcolm just figured out like a couple weeks ago what rage baiting was.
Where you purposely make somebody mad?
Yeah, but like you know
You
how on TikTok like it's seen as like funny and cute?
yeah.
That shit is not funny to me. I am so pregnant right now that being rage baited just makes me want to punch him in the fucking face. Like I want to commit acts of domestic violence. It'll be like, oh God, what were we doing the other day? Like I was laying in bed watching Young Sheldon on my phone, scrolling through Pinterest at the same time. So like I'm in like my ADHD like zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pinning all this stuff to my Christmas board and like watching Young Sheldon at the same time. So I'm simultaneously doing two things. And all of a sudden I just feel like this little like something like wet on my back and I'm like, what is that? So I ignore it for like the first couple times because I'm like, you know what, whatever, like I might have rolled over and like leaked breast milk on my pillow or something and I'm just like touching it every single time I breathe, whatever. And like I like it keeps happening and like I hear him start to giggle and I'm like, what are you laughing at? Like I roll over, I'm like, what are you laughing at? and he's sitting over there, like sticking his tongue out ever so far and like Yoshiing my fucking back.
Yo.
And I'm like, yeah, like you know how like Yoshi like sticks
Sticks
his
his
tongue
tongue
out
out
and
real
like
far.
slurps
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And he's like, nothing. I'm like, I'm not doing any. He's like, I'm not doing anything. So whatever. I go back to what I'm doing. And then like this motherfucker, like, I'm so glad he doesn't watch this because he would be so mad for me sharing this. He like meows and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing right now? And he's like nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, no, you're obviously back there doing something. Why are you doing this right now? And I'm like having a sensory overload because I am in the zone on my phone, and then this motherfucker's just back here fucking touching me with the tip of his tongue, and it's just pissing me off like so bad. And like, oh my gosh, he did that the other day. And then another thing he does is like we'll be in the car and I'll be like really focused on something or another, and like he'll turn the music up really loud. Like he loves to, like, his thing with the rage bait is like he knows that I have sensory issues, so he just like gives me a sensory overload, and not in a
That's
good way.
not.
Like
That's not.
he'll
Okay, that's
it's
not.
so
Okay, I'm gonna
mean.
stop you right there.
It's
That's not
so
rage
mean.
baiting. That's not rage baiting at all. That's just starting a
It's
fight.
mean. It's mean. And he thinks it's so funny. And like because he's older, no offense. No offense to you. Y'all are the same age, but like because
Don't
he's
put.
older, I don't
Don't do
think
that. Don't put me in
I
the same
don't
basket as
I
him.
don't I don't think that I don't think he understands what rage baiting actually is. It's like trying to explain, like, I had to tell him he has a really hard time differentiating on, like, he'll see a video on TikTok and he can't tell if it's AI or not.
Okay,
So he has to
don't you
ask
dare put me in the
me.
same basket as him. Don't you
Okay,
dare.
well
Don't you put
you're a
that.
little you're an advanced millennial, okay? But he is like he's trapped in the millennial cycle, all
Nah,
right?
I was about to say like
He
he's your
struggles.
age. Nah, don't you do me like that. Don't you do me like that.
He is though. He's just like a less advanced millennial.
You're not stupid. You're advanced. Anyways,
It
oh
pisses me
shoot.
off though. Like
Yeah, but
it
that's not even
starts
rage baiting, bro. That's just like
ninety
that's
percent
being like
90
insensitive. Like it'd be
ninety
different.
percent of our fight. He doesn't understand though, and I just have not taken the time to just to explain it to him, because like I get to a point where I just like get upset, and it's like, you ever like fucked with your dog so much that they actually get upset at you, and then they look at you like they're about to bite you. I
Never,
give
because
him
my
that look
dogs
and he
would
just
not even
calms
dream.
down. Well,
Not even
yeah,
in their
because you're
wildest
fucking
dream would they
frightening.
think of that. Oh my god, that's
I
that.
grew up I grew up I grew up with wolf dogs though. So if I pissed my dog off enough, like if I fucked with my dog enough and just like sat there and poked my dog for long enough, he would literally like look at me and be like, he would give me the bitch do it one more time look. Like, bitch do it one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna get your ass back.
So
Uh
look, so Kristen pointed out, all right, because I love Kristen. Regardless of whose fault it is, you still wrong about the blood, bruh. What blood? Blood? About the deer thing?
remember how you
What?
No, do you remember how you said that it's like it's true though. So when you're so when
Oh, she's talking about
your blood when
the
your
blue
blood
blood thing. The blue blood
oxidizes
thing. Okay,
when
yeah,
your
yeah,
blood
yeah, yeah.
oxidizes, it
Like
turns
I know
red.
that's wrong
It's
now. That's
it's
different.
very, yeah.
That's different,
Like
bruh. Yeah, I mean, like, yes,
as
it is an
someone
infactual statement, but that doesn't make
I've seen it
you wrong. I was taught wrong.
I've seen it I've seen it happen before. It's really cool. Like, well, I mean, you see it every single time you bleed, but like I've watched it like slow motion on a monitor before. When I was in the nursing home, they were putting me through online mortician classes, and like for the morgue portion, like they teach you all that stuff about anatomy, and you can see it happen in real time. It's really interesting.
I just, yeah, she was like, yeah, the blood, yeah. it's just one of those things. Bruh, my brother just said if you're taught wrong, you're wrong. And I feel I stand on business with that, bruh. Because if I'm regurgitating what my teacher taught, I have no reason to deny what,
It's not your fault that your
It's not
teacher
my
in the
fault.
90s was dumb.
It'd be different if I just came out of nowhere. Did you know that blood is blue? Yeah. It's like that guy that's like tries to talk about like PlayStation versus Xbox and then starts stating stuff he has no clue about, did no research, no nothing. That's all him. That's all you. You just wrong. Stop lying. Okay? You don't know shit.
Also, hi Kristen. I miss you.
But my overall thing was, dude, if I am taught wrong by a teacher, okay? This is academia at its finest, okay? 1 + 1 is 2, and then one day I find out it's fucking 4. I was taught 1 + 1 is 2. That doesn't make me wrong. I was taught wrong. But, whatever. Yeah, by definition, yes, I'm wrong because I said it. But, I don't take it personally because I was taught wrong. I don't.
This is the only time you'll ever hear DeAndre admit that he's wrong because he's in a public setting.
Nah, man. Even in private, I admit when I'm wrong. What do you mean? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I've been wrong
that.
a lot. The problem is I don't speak when I don't know. You can't be a know-it-all. Okay? Because you don't know it all. The fact is, I only speak when I know. If I'm proven wrong, okay, well, my bad. I thought da-da-da, or I read something that said da-da-da.
You remind me of a black Sheldon Cooper.
A black Sheldon Cooper? You know what? I'm done with you. Why do I gotta be a black Sheldon Cooper? Why can't I just be Sheldon Cooper? Okay? Why's it gotta be black? Why do you gotta throw the colors in there? I could be, as far as you know.
Oh, I was about to say something so bad. I just need to shut up.
Oh, no, go ahead and say it. Say it with your chest. Okay?
No, I'm too white. I'm too white to say something like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are.
I was about to sound like my dad for a second.
Okay,
and, like,
well,
not even realize it.
Let's not go that far. Don't do that now. True. I mean, we cool, but we ain't that cool. You can't be busting that out. Can't be doing me like that in public. Side note, all right, I got a question for you. All right.
Oh no.
No. It's a valid question. Okay, it's a perfectly valid, concerned question type deal. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Look. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. Just work with me. How would you feel? All right. Hear me out. How would you feel if you're on a date and you order something and your guy says, "No, she'll have a salad"?
I would leave.
What? You just leave? You wouldn't even question it? You wouldn't start you would just be like, "Oh, okay." And then just walk away. That's it.
I'd be like, I would literally, this is how that interaction would go down. I'd be like, let me get that 12-ounce steak. Like that sounds really, really good. Like, let me get the 12-ounce steak with pickle fries on the side. And he says, no, she'll have a salad. I'd just be like, Caesar, please. And then like 5 minutes later, I would get up, say I need to go to the bathroom, and dip.
See, and that's why you have to have a friend securing the perimeter. That's why you bring a friend on the date so they can give you a ride home.
Oh my God.
See how it came full circle? See how it came full circle? See what I did there? Yeah. Hey,
either that or I'd order the most. I would be like, okay, yeah, I'll get a salad, and then I'd look at the menu and choose the most expensive salad on the menu, and then say I have to go to the bathroom and leave.
Hey,
that sounds like something I'd do.
Chilling in the chat. Appreciate the views and whatnot. Don't forget, like and subscribe, all the other fun jazz. Again, welcome to Around the Block. We just shoot the crap, I just imagine us, that green thing that are in apartment complexes that you just hang around just talking about nonsense. Yeah, that's us.
No, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, no one knows what it is.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
I forget how young you are. God dang, baby. The fetus is growing a fetus.
It's not my fault you're old as fuck.
Yes. I mean, I like to think the world began when I came out, Again, I don't
We
remember the
know.
world before.
We know. We know, DeAndre. We know. Anybody watching this podcast or views this podcast knows.
In the chat, Dallas.
We know.
Dallas is just like, goddamn fucking the green thing. You know, the big green buzzing thing, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. Hold on.
Oh no.
No, the green
If I saw
thing.
a picture of it, I probably know what it is.
Green hangout spot.
What?
Hold on.
I can't believe you just typed that.
Box.
This is how old you
I said
are.
box. There
Did
it
you
is.
see how he Googled shit? Oh!
That stuff.
Yeah.
Let me put it on the screen. Bam, this thing. This.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, you come all around the block and you hang out here. This is what I imagined when you get in here.
I used to graffiti those when I was in high school.
Of course you did. Disrespecting
You gotta
the
do
hangout
something.
spot. Shame on you.
Dude, when you live in a town that has nothing but a McDonald's, a drive-in, and like a river, what else are you gonna do?
I mean, I don't know. Something.
You steal liquor from the grocery store and you go graffiti shit. Like that's
I get it.
like
You lived in a town with like 100 people. Normal people that live in a town with, not everybody knows everybody. We used to just hang around and chill and talk the crap. And that's what we're doing, We're just hanging around, talking the crap. Speaking of, hear me out, okay?
Man, you city folks.
You city folks.
You
I'm
city
sorry, you country bumpkin. Look, exactly. Dallas on some thug activity stuff, We just sitting around being a menace. That thing could have been radioactive and we would not have cared. I remember one time, hear me out. So look, back when I was a kid, I remember one time I was sitting on it. My brother was there. This chick Paige was there. There's this black guy named Pooh Bear. I don't remember what his actual name was. We just called him Pooh. And we were all hanging around that green thing. And some adults saw us there. And they're like, get away from that or it'll explode. And we did not move an inch. It did not affect our thought process at all. We just stayed there. And it was
Dude,
just like,
my version of that is hanging out next to the opening of an unsecured coal mine that is known for like yearly collapse.
Bruh, you are on some white people shit. That is the whitest
like
thing. You will never see a group of black people hanging around a random coal mine. No, a bunch of black kids just chilling.
Okay, well that was like so Roslyn was a coal mining town, and like there were these massive fucking slag piles. They were like 150 feet tall, and like there were like walking paths and like there was like a few rat packs places, which is like a bike. It's like a BMX bike thing.
Yeah.
And like you would like go hang out in the woods, right? And like there was this like these dilapidated structures that used to be buildings where they'd keep like the carts and the tools and stuff like that. And we would hang out in those buildings because they were like right on the edge of town. And there was this one we called the Crack Shack. And like it sat right on top of this coal mine that would like, it was slowly deteriorating. They used to run tours through there, but they quit running tours through there because it started like collapsing underneath the ground. So we would just go hang out there and like sit on top of the Crack Shack and like smoke joints and shit.
None of that sounded fun to me. What do you mean?
There's nothing fun to do. There was nothing fun.
Bruh,
I used to
live in Madison, Indiana, okay? Where I was the only black guy. The internet that they had was so crappy, okay? I was paying a gigabyte. What was it? It was for like a satellite internet, okay? The funnest thing to do in Madison, Indiana was go hang out at Walmart, okay? The one Walmart and the one Taco Bell by the one high school, okay? I've been in small towns. I ain't never sat down and was like, hey guys, you know what sounds good? Let's find a dark, damp, scary place that could potentially kill us all and let's hang out there. Let's take all the good stuff that we have here and move it over. Like, no, that's never been a conversation. Small ass town type shit, bro. Nah. You know what we did instead? We hung out at Taco Bell. You know what it's like being like, what was I, like 25 at the time? 25, living in Madison, Indiana. A racist ass town, but I didn't know that. and the only people around were just sitting there talking to me. I'm like, man, actually, not actually. As I'm saying this out loud, I just realized the whole town goes to this rally. I'm up here like reimagining stuff now. I'm in a town where my girlfriend brought me to a rally saying it was a fair. And some of the kids that were at the Taco Bell hanging out, shooting the shit with me and shit, and the girlfriend, were at the fair. That is crazy to me. So I just like the level of like ignorance that I have, because you know I have a little Pop-Tart in me. Okay, if someone tells me something, I have no reason to think otherwise. Okay, and I've been put in several situations where if I had actually looked at some context clues, I might not have been in the situation I was. Never once did I think going to a fair would end up in that situation. And now that I'm thinking about it and like, you know, connecting dots, because this is a yearly thing that they do in that town apparently. I don't know if like, you know, they were like genuinely racist or if they were just going for the food like I was.
So, like, for reference, the first photo I just put into the chat that you
Yep.
can put into you can put on the screen.
Yeah, I'm about to
That was the entirety. The second one. The
Yeah,
second
I
one.
got you. I
Like
got you.
the one with all the buildings.
Oh.
That was the entirety of the downtown of where I used to live. Like the entirety. That was it. The other side of the street looked the exact same, but like that was it. That's the entire thing.
You see all those trees in the background? That make a nice parking lot for a Walmart.
Actually, they did turn most of that back there into a parking lot
Damn
for
right.
trail systems. And then the second picture I sent you is the crack shack.
This one. Yep. All right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pull
Yep.
something else up real quick, because when I look at this part right here specifically, this is what I'm seeing. Okay. No, we're gonna. Boop. Nope. Where's it at? Power Rangers, not Hangout. HQ? There it is. I don't know why, but this is what it looks like to me. There it is. This one.
Low key, yeah, it kind of does look like that.
Right? Like,
I'll give it to you.
it's still small. That's unsatisfying. Nah, that's what she said. Anyways, but yeah, I look at that and I'm like, yo, that looks like the Power Rangers hangout. Like I live in the middle of the woods, ain't got nothing better to do version of the Power Rangers hangout.
Hang on.
Go Ghetto Rangers or Redneck Rangers, Country Rangers. There it is. Go Country Rangers. Hanging out at the coal mine, fighting monsters and shit.
Hang on. There was
Bruh, Dallas in the chat said that picture looked like this place ain't big enough for the two of us. I'll meet you at dawn looking ass. Yeah. I'm looking at the chat.
Hang on. I'm
looking at the chat. I'm looking at you. I'm looking. I'm seeing. I'm watching.
So there was that, okay?
Yep.
These fucking slag piles that I just sent you. That was something to do. All right.
That does not look fun.
We would just climb those and hang out on top of them. There was this swimming hole. This was called Cooper Hole. And it was like a 2-mile hike to get up there, but we'd go up there and there's a rock right behind that on the right side.
Yep.
And it's like like 22 to 30 foot drop depending where you stood, and like we'd cliff jump off of that into the water.
Wow.
And then
I
there
can
was a
guarantee you would not
McDonald's.
see a single black guy doing what you just said. Not one. That
Nope.
looks like the beginning of every what was it? Jason movie. You know that white kids are
Okay,
hanging, swinging off into the
it's
creek.
really it's really fun, okay? But the thing is about that water, like I only did it once in the entire time that I lived there. I'd just hang out right below where that picture was taken in the shallow area and just look for like river jasper.
The hell
But
is a river jasper?
it's a type of gemstone that you can find. It's like an agate, kinda.
Okay, okay. I gotcha.
But like I would just look for shiny shit in the water basically.
Okay.
And but the water is so cold because it runs off the mountain and it's glacier fed that like when you hit the water, it's like 90 100 degrees outside, right? You hit the water and your whole body just goes into shock no matter what time of year it is. So, it's like polar plunge year round.
That again. We don't like the cold
Yeah,
like that, fam.
yeah, there's
We ain't doing
literally
that.
nothing better to do where I grew up than drink, work, smoke pot, or do other illegal activities.
You know, and it's hard for me to sit there and be like, oh wow, I understand because I don't. I would have sat at home. I was a guy that like even in a city where I had all of the stuff to do, I chilled in my dad's basement playing video games. Okay. And when I finally got old enough to actually like have friends to go over hang out at their place, I was like, I was like the square. I was like, they were like drinking and stuff, and I'm just chilling. I'm just like, yeah, you guys can drink, and it won't be me. Except that one time,
Yeah,
terrible mistake, terrible.
I was the designated driver because I just like to smoke. So like because I never really liked to drink, so I was the square. But like people enjoyed having me around
I
because
can imagine you
I
being a
would
fun
get
hang, yeah.
like yeah, and like because I used to be pretty fucking funny.
What part of
Um
my is
and
she
then
from?
yeah, I used to be pretty fucking funny and now I'm just like really morbid. Like people are like, "How's your day going?" And I'm like or people are like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm still pregnant. Still living the life of an apartment building. What about you?"
Dallas
Like
actually brought up a good point. Okay, he in the chat he's pointed out that if I grew up in your environment, I wouldn't have known any better. And that's what you experienced. And I'm like, you know what? I am taken away from your experience. I'm speaking as someone who has lived differently than you, right? Like I
right.
cannot imagine myself
But
in
it's like it's
in that
so
town.
weird though, like going from that, especially when I used to live on the outside of town. So like when my dad got sick, when my dad got cancer, we had to sell everything, like our whole ranch, everything. And then we moved into town, which is where all those pictures I sent you were.
Yeah.
So I was really weird because I grew up in a ranch house that had no internet. We had one room with running water, and that was the kitchen, and one room with electricity, and that was the living room. So like I grew up so fucking weird, and then I moved into town, and all these people like they were basically like it was like a culture shock, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to find something to do because my version of like, oh, I'm bored, like, oh, I'm bored, like, let me go out and like sit
Cover
in
yourself in deer
like
piss
the
and hunt.
roost, the yes, or like sit up in the roost with my fucking gun and like just shoot marmots that eat our chickens, or let me
Marmon?
go
The fuck
like
is a Marmon? That sounds
um
like you're shooting Mormons or something.
a marmot, a marmot.
Marmont?
It's like a cross between a gopher and a really large squirrel.
Oh, that is exactly what that. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah,
That
and
is
they eat
crazy.
and they're carnivorous, so they eat chickens.
That is crazy. A marmot.
Yeah. So I would sit there like in the highest point of our barn and shoot those motherfuckers and like ravens and crows because they'd also swoop down and like eat our fucking chickens.
Mm,
Um,
not
or
the
I
chicken.
would like or I'd go work my horse, or I'd play with my fucking dogs. Like I literally used to play hide and go seek with my dogs because they were really smart. So like I would like tell them to stay, and they'd stay, and then like I'd like blow a whistle and they'd come and find me. Like that's what I did for fun from like ages like 10 to like 14. And then
Uh-huh.
after that, I moved into Roslyn and there was literally nothing to fucking do but get high.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you work with what you got. That was, I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up with, this thing called the internet, video games, PlayStation.
I had
Uh,
VHS tapes.
yeah, I mean, we had those too. We had those too. But we upgraded
Like,
to this futuristic thing called DVDs or dividus. Uh,
yeah, no, I did not. We had a DVD player, but like it was all my dad's movies. So like I grew up watching like the same like 6 movies. I
what's okay?
watched The Day
Okay, I
After
gotta ask, what
Tomorrow.
6 movies did you grow up watching?
I grew up watching The Day After Tomorrow,
Okay.
Armageddon,
Okay.
The Cowboys with
Okay.
John Wayne,
Yep.
Tombstone,
Mm-hmm.
God, this movie called Cocoon. It's about these old people that find this like vacation home and there's like alien pods in this pool and it like makes them like feel like whenever they swim in the pool it makes them feel younger and then the aliens go home whatever. Um and uh The Green Mile. Like those are the movies I grew up on. My dad was a movie repeater, so he would just like watch them all in a certain order and then like switch up the order like once every month.
See, chat. I mean, a lot. I have family members in the chat right now, and feel free to call me out on my crap. But I only remember 2 movies in my childhood. Like we watched movies, but the only 2 that I remember like watching for real constantly was Jurassic Park, which I hate, and Lion King, which I hate.
When we got cable, we watched Jurassic Park a lot. I had a VHS TV though, and I had Pinocchio on VHS tape. I had Snow White, and both those movies just fucking terrified me. Like I hated them both so much. And then I had the complete series of like the MGM Black and White Adams Family, like the da 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 Adams Family. Okay,
I don't know what you're talking
and
about. What was how'd that song go again?
it goes da 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 da, and like
Like
the
that?
little
Da
snap.
da da da.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Shut
I
up.
just wanted to
I'll
make sure I got
I'll
it right.
I'll kill you. I know where you sleep, sir.
No, you don't.
Anyway,
You don't know where I sleep.
yes, I do. I swear I do.
I mean,
But
you might
anyway,
know the address, but that's about it.
oh my God. So I had Pinocchio, Adam's Family, Snow White, and then I would steal my dad's DVD player sometimes to watch Twilight, which he absolutely hated. Like he hated the Twilight movies.
That is crazy.
And I thought I was so rebellious.
That is crazy. I'm just like I'm genuinely trying to look back in my memories. I'm like, because my mom was obsessed with Jurassic Park and Lion King.
My dad was obsessed with The Lion King too. He took my older sister to see it when it first came out in theaters.
Bruh, my mom
And
was so
then
obsessed
me
with
and
it. Hold on, my mom was so obsessed with Lion King from one of my brother's earliest birthdays. I can't remember what it was. I was like what? I was in second grade, so I was probably about like 8. So when he was like 5, 4 or 5, right? I will never forget. I had failed a spelling test, and for his birthday, they got him Lion King 1.5.
oh God.
And I was just doing my spelling words at my little kitchen table, spelling words, and all I hear is dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. And to this day, that's the only part of the movie that I remember. And that's how obsessed with that movie series my mom was. Okay, every Jurassic
My
Park.
dad was just like sentimental with it.
Nah, ain't no sentimental shit.
Like he got to
My
take
mom
both
was
his kids to
obsessed
like
with that movie, bruh. It ruined it for me. Like genuinely, like I couldn't enjoy it because she loved it so much.
I hated the stuff that my dad was obsessed with, and when he passed away, like I have found like this new appreciation for it. Like to this day, I still try to get like if you haven't seen Tombstone, I'll try to get you to watch Tombstone because I think it's a cinematic masterpiece.
You know what? Okay, I am picky when it comes to absolute cinema, and I can genuinely say there's only one thing that I can honestly think that is absolute cinema, and that is the cutscenes in Expedition 33. You know,
I've never seen that movie.
it's not a movie; it's a game, and it is
I've never seen
absolute
it.
cinema. It's beautiful, beautiful game. If it don't win
This
Game
is
of
the
the Year,
part. This is the part where your siblings comment in the chat and say that you're a nerd.
I don't care. They know I'm a nerd. Everyone knows I'm a nerd. Bitch, this ain't nothing new. Our title screen, the little thing that's in the background, is Vault Tech. Okay.
I
If
know. Okay.
okay, like a lot of our thumbnails, again, Vault Tech. Okay, it's Fallout. Why? Someone at work asked me, why do I do our stuff in Fallout? Because I like Fallout, and so do you. It works out.
Fallout is good. It's good. They did pretty good with the TV show. Honestly, they left a lot of stuff out, but it's pretty
Honestly,
good.
well, hold on, because it's set up differently. Okay, like it's not following any one vault. It's following the first vault, which I respect. They didn't mess
I
up
kind of
none of
hope
the
that
lore.
I kind of hope that they like end up making spin-off series about the other vaults too.
Let's not get too headed. Let's not to get too high in our britches there. All right.
Oh God.
I would prefer they finish this one out before they start trying to Walking Dead it. Okay.
I agree. I agree.
Because when you got too many spinoffs going around,
I need to rewatch the first season before the second season comes out.
you ain't finished the first season.
What?
I said you didn't finish the first season.
No, I did, but I'm the kind of like, Deandre, I can't remember what I ate for breakfast 3 days ago. My brain does not work.
Oh, you're saying you want to rewatch the first season? I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have so many shows that are coming out next year. Like they're making a second season of Blue Eye Samurai. It's supposed to come out next year, and I'm so fucking excited for it. Like I have waited so fucking long for a second season of the show. They're
You
also
want to talk
making
about
a
waiting
third
long?
season of House of the Dragon.
I waited 4 years to watch the final season of The Handmaid's Tale. It's out. I ain't see 4 seasons. I said 4 years. I meant 4 years. They came out with a season in 2021, and then we ain't got crap until now. And it's out, and I ain't finished. I think me and Mariah watched the first episode, and that was it.
I just do not like the Handmaid's Tale.
It's a
Like I was
good
just never
series.
into it. Like I read the book and I just wasn't feeling it.
Look, I will
Like
never forget.
if I read the book or play the game and I'm not feeling the game or the book, I just don't watch the series.
Well, I mean, I personally have a hard time watching movies of things that I read because the book tends to be more detailed and they add in,
Yeah.
fun little facts and stuff, whereas the movie has to like fit the entire book in an hour or two. Um, I think that's why I like the
And I
Harry
got a
Potter
touch of
series.
autism, so my imagination creates this like expectation of what the world is supposed to look like, and then I see it on the screen and it's just like a letdown.
Well, you know what? I give credit where credit is due. Harry Potter was one of the few movies that I read at book and saw
That
in
was
movie.
one of the few that was actually good. I was like,
Yeah, it was
this is
practically
good.
how I imagined. The only thing that I think that looked different was Hagrid.
Yeah, that disappointed me a lot.
Because he was big, but he wasn't like as big as they made it seem like in the book.
Also,
man.
R.I.P. to that guy.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I love the Harry Potter series. So I would never forget my dad actually bought me one of the books for my birthday. He bought me the eighth book. No, the seventh book. I said eighth. Goddamn. I'm thinking the movies where there's 8 movies, because chapter 7, part 1 and 2.
I used to hang out with these like really Baptist people, and
Baptist?
yeah, like I was baptized Baptist. So I used to go to church with these people.
Yeah.
Before I like got into stuff. Like that's what I would do for fun. Like I'd go to church with my neighbors and uh like they would not let their kids read Harry Potter. So I remember like I would smuggle the books into their house.
Smuggle.
Like they were those literally, I'm so serious. Like I would stick them up underneath my dress or in my like cuz I carried like do you remember that black bag that I was telling you about that like a bunch of shampoo spill on it and stuff? It was like that the knitted bag
You
that
know
I was
what?
really upset
I'd
that
be
I had to
lying to
throw
you if I said
away.
I do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Look, I'm not talking
Anyway,
about
I
dang.
threw it away, but like it was this big, like kind of like hacky sack of a bag. Like it literally looked like an empty hacky sack. And like I I would stuff the books in there, and like I would give them to these kids because their parents refused to let them like read anything like worldly. Like I also showed them the Labyrinth. Like
Oh, that's a good movie. I mean, it's a very stoner movie, but it's a good movie.
it is not, okay?
It
I
is.
had the fattest crush on David Bowie.
Of course you did.
I had the fattest crush on David Bowie. I was
You and
like, oh,
every
this man.
young white girl at one point. Yes.
I was like, look at them tight. I was like, they show it all. My 10-year-old ass was like, oh, oh my god.
And look,
Oh,
my 12-year-old ass was sitting there looking at Megan Fox like, God dang. 13. I was
yeah.
13. My bad. 13.
R.I.P. to how she looks now. Honestly,
Dude,
it's just so
you want to
sad.
talk about
It is
like
so
super
sad.
sad? That made me super sad.
Do you know what made me really sad? Do you know how Madonna used to look in like the like a prayer video where she's like has her natural hair, like her bouncy curly brunette hair. I grew up from like ages like 8 to 12 thinking that's how she looked, and then I saw her in another music video where she was like blonde and old as fuck, and I cried about it because I was like there ain't no way. Like Madonna was peak when she was like late teens, early
I'm gonna have to
20s.
disagree with you, my friend. I got nothing but
Blonde
love and
Madonna
respect
just
for you,
looks
but
wrong.
Lindsay Sterling is peak. Jennifer Aniston is peak. I would have never said Madonna is peak.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Yep. Hanging
She
on.
she was she was pretty peak in said music video. Like this was the poster. I had this poster on my wall in my bedroom for the oh shit, it didn't save. I had this poster on my bedroom wall for the longest time. I
For
was
the
like,
longest
she was just
time.
she was just so hot. Like I was like, I'm in love with this woman. Like that's what Madonna looked like before what she looks like right now, before she went crazy.
I
Like,
mean, and I hear that. God dang it. God dang it.
mm,
Shut up. Anyways, I hear what you're saying. I really do. I just personally, nah, nah. That's not the move for me. It's not the move. Now, if you would have said,
no, we love Madonna.
mm, no, we love Jennifer Aniston.
I don't know. I'm like I watched Friends. I'm more of a Courtney Cox person, really. Courtney Cox and Friends was peak.
Pick anyone. Jennifer Aniston just doesn't look bad at all. She won the genetic lottery.
I know what that feels like.
Like, you just, she just didn't miss. God was like, whatever religious figure, whoever cosmic being you believe in, when he made Jennifer Aniston, he said, you know what, I'm going to give it my A game.
That's how I feel being the prettiest sibling.
The
I'm so
prettiest
serious.
sibling.
No, because like I love my brother and my sister, okay? My mom made some pretty kids, like don't get me wrong. I think I'm the ugly one on my mom's side of the family, but on my dad's side of the family, shit. Ah, shit. I won the genetic fucking lottery on my dad's side of the family. Like I came out and I remember like my sister's mom like looking at me and being like, I don't know how he made you.
Like,
I don't know
I
how
don't,
you came from that.
I genuinely don't think me or my siblings won the genetic lottery when it comes to that. Because I feel like we
I
all
think
look
your
good.
sister won the genetic lottery. I've seen pictures of your sister. Your sister's a very pretty person. Like,
I guess somebody is pretty, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like
yeah.
none of us are just like bumfuck ugly. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Like, everyone's. I don't know. I feel like everybody's at least average at best. I don't know, but I'm also biased. Like I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I consider myself
It's okay.
average.
It's yeah. It's okay to say that to make yourself feel better.
Don't do me like that. Okay, don't do me like that. All right. Like how I look at work and how I look during my day to day is different. All right. Like if I want to look good, man, fucking, I look good. I look at it like this. Who the fuck am I trying to impress at work? Matter of fact,
Yourself. You should
myself.
always try to outdo yourself.
To hell. Shit. Used to. Nah. No. Like if I worked in an office setting where I had to, sure, right? I got to come to work in like pajama clothes. Okay? I'm not trying to look good for nobody. You don't look good for yourself. I'm feeling comfortable. This is me comfortable.
It's because you're old. Don't worry. You just
Nah,
grew
bro.
out of
It's not
it.
an old thing, bro. I
Actually,
feel
that's
like
a lie. You never had a phase because you went straight from like being yourself as a teenager to being in the military, and I feel like that just teaches you to not give a fuck about your appearance.
I mean, there's some level of care. Like I preferred my hair to be done, but once I grew it out, I didn't want to cut it, and then like it was one of those things. I hate my hair not being done. Genuinely hate it, right? Because nothing is more
Same.
annoying to me than my hair being like I look like I'm homeless or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I can't stand it. Um, I feel my best self when my hair is done. That way I can any outfit I wear automatically looks better because I can wear a great outfit, but if my hair doesn't look good, I mean it's over. It's a wrap.
That's also how I feel. That's also how I feel. Like I can't. I know that there's like this thing, like this constant debate between people with natural hair and people with straight hair, but like my hair texture is weird. I cannot wake up in the morning and not do my hair. If I wake up in the morning and I don't do my hair, like the whole aesthetic, the whole fit is fucked.
The whole fit is
Because
fucked.
my hair is just fucking wild.
Well,
Like
it's like
I wake up with the world's worst bedhead.
well, I mean, I like I said, like when I get my hair done, bruh, you cannot tell me I don't look good because, bruh, I'm making the fit match. Everything is going solid. I feel like I don't know. It's like the my how I feel about myself starts at my hair. If my hair's a mess, you
Yeah.
get me. You get
Yep.
how I look is how I look. I don't care if you like me, hate me, whatever.
Yeah.
But when my hair is
No,
done,
I understand that.
when my hair is done, you can't say I'm not cute because bitch, I'm adorable. Type shit.
As long as my hair is done and I smell nice,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm on top of the world.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's like again, being an adult man means you forget stuff every now and then, bro. Like today I was running late. Okay, didn't get to put deodorant on. Okay, huge miss for me. Okay, hate that. Hate that. Went all day feeling like I smelled like a bottle of hot ass. Even though I was in the cold AC all day, in my mind, I didn't put deodorant on.
You know,
I,
I understand that. I have to
like,
wash my sheets once a month because like or once a week because like by the end of the week the sheets like the whole entire bed just like smells like spoiled milk, like it's not good.
no, I get it. I mean,
Don't get pregnant,
pregnant
ladies and
issues.
gentlemen, it's a trap.
Look, I
I'm
mean,
actually like right now, I remember my mom she always smelled so good. Like she wore this perfume. It's called Rebel Fleur by Rihanna. And
mm-hmm.
like she would always wear that and like I distinctly remember like I could be in a crowd of like 50 people and if somebody walked by me and I caught a whiff of that smell, I'd be like, "Oh, that smells like my mom." Like I've been searching for the smell I want to smell like as a mom. Like I want my son to grow up and be like, "Oh yeah, no, that smells like my mom." You know what I'm talking about?
No, I get you because I have a cologne. My dad doesn't even wear this stuff anymore. Okay, I have it in my bathroom right now. It's not even a cologne; it's an aftershave. Because my dad was always either military or police or something like that, so he was always shaving and crap. But I will never forget
Yeah.
the way he would smell. And I was at Walmart at one point. I barely use it just because I don't want it to run out. It's not like I'm like
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
painfully close to my dad or something like that, but it's like that
I have a
smell
bottle
like
of it.
molded
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? Like
I have a
I
bottle of
shave
my
just
mom's perfume, and I use it like maybe once every 3 months because that's
it's that
I'm so scared for it to run out.
I when I shave, it's a smell that I just know. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
it makes me and like when I do the whole goatee thing instead of having the whole beard. Something about because I remember
Cool.
my dad looking so cool in his police uniform and smelling awesome. I was like, no matter
All
what
right.
outfit I'm wearing, when I'm wearing that like aftershave, I'm like, yo, this is it. I don't give a fuck with no motherfucker. I am the biggest
So
Johnson in this locker room, and you can't tell me otherwise.
every single woman on this planet has like a cologne that she like knows like that she thinks smells the best. Okay. I think that that's true.
I
Because
would agree
like
with
every
that. The
single
problem
girl
is
I've
a lot
ever
of
talked
women.
to, is there a perfume in this world that you think is just like the best smelling perfume you've ever smelled? Like, and do you know
Perfume,
the name
like
of it?
perfume
Yeah.
specifically, no, actually, like perfume, no. Um,
Oh,
I really don't because
like is
like
that just
growing up,
is it just a woman thing? Like, cause I can name the cologne that I think smells the best on everybody. Like I smelt it once in a Macy's and I was like, oh my god, if every single dude on the planet wore this, we'd have problems.
see, no, my mom wasn't really a perfume chick. I mean, maybe nowadays or something. I don't know. I don't really hang out with her like that to be like, smelling her. But like, again,
I don't know.
call
I
me
don't
out
buy
on it. But
perfume
I don't remember my
anymore.
mom wearing perfume like that. And the people
I
that
don't
did
buy perfume anymore.
say what?
I said I don't buy perfume anymore. There's this guy that I actually like, shout out to Sly the oil guy. Like I buy these oils that this guy makes. They're like $10 a pop for like a decent sized bottle. It lasts me like a couple months. And like he makes like knockoff scents of like these designer perfumes that smell all like literally 99% accurate to the actual smell, and I buy them from him because it's just cheaper than like going out and buying like Flora by fucking Gucci or something.
Yeah, but
I can
it's
buy
cheaper
I
because
can buy Rebel
you're paying
Fleur.
him. You're not having to pay an entire
Yeah.
factory of Chinese children their 10 cents and CEOs their salary.
Well, yeah, but like shout out to Sly the oil guy if y'all want some good smelling essential oils that last all fucking day. If you want them to last a little bit longer, like put some Vaseline on your wrist and all your pressure points, and then put your oil on, and it will last all day. He also does men's scents, so shout out to Sly the oil guy. We're not sponsoring you, but like also like go buy from Sly because he's awesome.
But I'm looking at the time, man. I'm getting a little hungry myself. We've been streaming for almost an hour now, an hour and some change. I'm ready to call it quits. You good?
Yeah.
All right. So feel free to like, subscribe, hit that like bell, hit that noti bell. That way when we go live and whatnot. We try to go live at least once a week. Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, maybe even a Friday. Who knows? At least once a week though. Stay tuned. If there's anything that y'all want to see us do in the comments or talk about, hit up the comments because I'm going to read them. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Hey.